Okay, now this table shows us examples of catalysts used usually in industry. You do not need to memorize these examples, they're just to mention. Now this second example that we see here is the reaction of making ammonia. If I make ammonia, NH3, I need to use nitrogen gas plus hydrogen gas. This is called the Haber process, the Haber reaction. In order to succeed in making ammonia with the reaction of nitrogen and hydrogen, I put iron. Iron makes the activation energy less and therefore makes the reaction happen faster. Now, this is like a caricature of frogs trying to climb a mountain of tiny rocks here. Now, let's imagine that the products are the frogs and they're trying to cross the activation energy barrier by crossing over. Sorry, here are the reactants. Now, to make the reactants jump over to the other side, I need them to cross over this barrier, this activation energy. And to be able to do that, they're going to jump high. Now, in the normal case scenario without the enzyme, the energy barrier or the activation energy barrier is so high that only a few frogs will succeed. So it will take a lot of time for all these frogs to jump over. But with the enzyme, the activation energy barrier is low, so more frogs will cross over and less time is going to be needed to make the reaction successful. Now, this is what happens when we use a catalyst, or what happens when we use what we call an enzyme. An enzyme is a familiar term to you actually. You know it from the Arabic science. An enzyme is a catalyst which naturally exists in your body. It's something that is there in your body and helps you make the reaction faster. For example, the pepsin enzyme in your stomach. It helps you digest food in room temperature, right? Normally, to digest food, I need a lot of temperature if I didn't have enzymes. Enzymes are actually a gift because they help the reactions which would be impossible without those enzymes at room temperature or at body temperature. Body temperature. So these reactions can happen because of enzymes. What you need to know is that simply they lower the activation energy and therefore make the reaction possible at a low temperature and makes the reaction faster. So this is what you basically need to know in enzymes. Okay? So we have 5 catalysts, we have 5 factors that control rate. You need to know these factors. You need to explain briefly how each factor of those control the rate of the reaction. Thank you. And please be careful and wait for the homework on the WhatsApp group. Be safe.